Hi, this is Dilip. I am from second year CSC department and my register number is UR16CS094. Today lab experiment is about inheritance. So today our main aim is to create a menu-driven application to library management using Java and to demonstrate the concept of inheritance. We need to create a class called library management, and we should have all these variables: book title, author, number of copies, and all those things. We should get the details from the librarian or user. In the menu give option, by using a menu-driven program, we need to create a borrow, return, and search options. Now I'm going to go into the program and explain you about that. I have created a package called inheritance in Java using NetBeans and imported java.util.star. This is for using a scanner class so that we can include all the classes in Java. Created a class called book with necessary variables such as title, author, and whatever based on their return types like string, int, and double. And by using a constructor, I am going to initialize them. This is default constructor, whereas this is a constructor with arguments. And by here we have used this variable so that to make it a local variable, and created by using necessary setter and getter functions. I have created for all these variables: book title, author. You can see over here I have created a getter function for book title, and by using the setter function I have set a book title to it, and similarly with the remaining number of all variables. Created a subclass for the book named as novel, and it is going to extend that main class, that is book. And similarly we have created a constructor for the novel class. We can see that the class has the same name, constructor has the same name as that of class name. Created one more constructor with the arguments. By using the super keyword, I am going to access whatever there in the base class. They have initially asked us to use the super keyword, so I have used the super keyword. Here we can see that they asked to use the super keyword and method overriding initially, so I have used that. And by using here we can see I got a override method. And similarly I have created one more class called textbook, which extends the book, and created a constructor for it, and default constructor as well as arguments constructor. And by using the super keyword, here you can see super keyword, I have got all those from the main class or parent class. And I created one more main class. This is a main class. As you can see that I have created it as public class inheritance. Public here access specifier, make it available to all those things, all those objects. Created a scanner class with created an object for the scanner class as s, and I am going to print this statement to the user as the enter number of novel books. Here we can see that I have created a variable called n1 and initialized it. It is of integer data type, and I'm going to get the input from the user for that, for how many number of books are required. Here you can use from 0 to n1. This is a for loop for getting all the details from the user for the number of books. If it is for one book, you're going to enter for a book one book details, whereas when it is two, you know that we should enter for remaining. I created one more for number of textbooks, similar to that of all those things which we have did over here. Same thing we are going to do here. If you want, you can go through the code once again so that you get a clear clarity about that code. And created a menu driven program. As it is a menu driven program, I have created a menu by using a do switch case. I'm going to pause as user gives a variable, it's going to pause that. Here I have initialized a as integer data type and get the input from the user. As we can see that if we borrow book, we can reduce the number of books available and return the book. And if you search for a book, if it matches with the book, it's gonna return the book details available. So by using the case 1, case 2, and case 3, I have created 3 cases in switch case: one for the textbook, one for novel, and this is for the book this is for here you can see that this is the book details, and this is for Yeah, here we have 3 statements, sorry for that. And this is for borrow and this is for return book. Similarly here this is for borrow and this is for return the book. Now I'm gonna run this program and show you the input. Here you can see enter the number of novel books. Let's take one. Book title, I give some random name, author name. Let's take that. Book edition 5, publisher, so something like that. Enter the number of textbooks. Let's enter 2 now. Book title, author name, book edition, let's take 1. Publisher is random number, random name, and book title will be, this is for the second book. As you can see, it came again, Max. Let's take author name, book edition, let's take it 5, publisher something. And now as we can see that we got a pop-up message such as to enter the option whether to borrow a book, return a book, or search for a book. Let's search for a book. Enter the book title. Let's see if we give Max. Here you can see that you got a details of the book title named as Max. The book details are, book title is Max, author is Dilip, and edition. Got everything. If you want to continue, you give up 1, else 2 to exit. So I'm gonna give to continue and borrow some book. Let's take borrow. I'm gonna borrow the Max book. As you can see that we got a runtime error. By using the exception handling, we can carry out this. And as the book Max, as the maximum number of copies is 1, so we got that error. By using the throw and catch, we can handle this exception. This is a next experiment. As you can see, I'm gonna run this and I'm gonna show the output once more. You're gonna get a clear idea that whether it is something error rather than exception handling or something. Let's try now. Enter the number of novel books 1. Let's take something random. Book title, author name, book edition 3, publisher something like that. Enter the number of textbooks. I'm gonna enter 1. And let's take rather than Max something like science. Okay, no problem. Author name, let's take some name. Book edition is of 3, publisher is something like that. I'm gonna search for the book. As you can see, I'm gonna search for the science book and see whether we will get anything. Yeah, you can see that you got the details of the book. Thanks for watching my video.